Good morning, guys. It is, I don't know, stupid early, 6 something. On my way off to another network meeting, the one I was invited to last month by my realtor and home inspector. And it's about a half an hour away, so it means I gotta leave in about 10 minutes here. So, network meetings, specifically these types, typically called business to business or B2B. I've done a bunch of them in the past, both as a regular general photographer and specifically as a wedding photographer in the wedding industry. There are typically a couple types of, or general types of these groups, and they can be okay. Really depends on the people in it. That's what it boils down to. If you're a small business, definitely give these types of things a shot. You'll see them advertised usually on Facebook in local groups. Used to be on Craigslist a lot, things like that. But Craigslist really gone downhill and changed over the past few years. So you typically have the best kind, in my opinion. It's just a small group of people. It's a local group, like an actual local group within, say 10-mile radius. That's the area they serve. And they're all like-minded small business people that do business in this area. They're not online people or serving half the state or anything like that. Lots of different industries do this kind of thing. And it's just a group that is out to recommend each other in the circle, as you will, to get more business. And that's all it is. And sometimes it's free to be part of the group. And they'll typically meet for breakfast at like a public restaurant. And if you just want to grab a drink, have a coffee, that's cool. If you want to order food, that's cool. But there's no cost to be in the group. And sometimes there's even no cost. There's no kind of referral fee if you get business or referrals from the other people. That's kind of like the bare bones type of the group. And then there's a step up from that. That is my favorite, but it's really hard to find a group that works well, that does well. And that's successful people, same kind of thing, small local group of people, but there's a little money involved. It's a little higher tiered. Usually there's a small fee for each monthly meeting or weekly meeting, depends on the industry exactly how often they're going to have a meeting. And that may be what this one is. This one charges a nominal $10 fee just to cover food. Instead of being a public restaurant, they're having it at a country club. So they're supplying, I'm going to assume, either a standard plate breakfast or maybe a small buffet. So that's it. $10 is super cheap. I'm not expecting much out of it other than just meeting the people, saying hi, and that's about it. You'll have other meetings that are $30, $40 a meeting. But they supply more than just food. They'll typically have a speaker, some kind of educational thing. So you get something out of the meeting other than just a little bit of socialization or networking with other business people. And sometimes those tiers, they'll expect, if you're referring in the group, a small finder's fee, typically about 10%. And I am perfectly okay with that. Those actually work way better than the ones that don't expect anything, because it's incentive. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of incentive and finder's fee. And 10% is typically the norm. When it gets higher than that, I've seen them 20, 25%. That's ridiculous. That's just way too gougey to me for no work. Just for the referral, that's pushing it. 10's the norm. I'm fine with that. I'm expecting that's what this kind of thing is, but it may be nothing. So I don't know. Depends on the type of people. Here's another indicator. It's when they're actually meeting. If it's really early like this meeting goes from 7:30 to 9. And you can leave early if you need to or want to. It's not that big of a deal. You'll typically see people coming and going during that time. Not a lot of people stay during the whole thing. The good people don't. Because if you have them during the middle of the day, which I've been to, these are the people that aren't working. These are worthless businesses that aren't going to give you squat because they're not getting squat. They're desperate and they're looking for business out of you. So if you can't find the stupidest person in the room, it's you. Don't bother with the ones that are on peak hours, okay? They're not going to make you a dime. It's a complete waste of your time and possibly money. So if it's really early in the morning or really late in the evening, that's at least an okay to try them. Holy crap. Get me out of here. Okay, so that was more along the lines of the last type I was talking about. That was over an hour of a hard, fear-based sell. Complete pushy sales tactics. Maybe the group works. I don't know. I'm not going to find out. I've been in this kind of thing before. This was very much like wedding industry groups I was in. So the bottom line is, pretty big group. It's a large national organization with local chapters. That's what this was. This was not just a homegrown, grassroots kind of local business thing. Those are the actual ones that I prefer. I like them right in the middle. So this one, bottom line, they wanted $700 today to quote unquote apply. And the whole fear-based thing was, oh, well, you better secure your spot. You better apply and we might accept you. Oh, man, those just never work on me. I respond to incentive or reward-based. Show me what exactly I'm going to get. It was an hour worth of, we're awesome, we're awesome, we're awesome. Are we awesome? Yeah, we're awesome, we're awesome. Oh yeah, we're so cool. Pat on the back, pat on the back. Okay, we're going to pass out applications, and then our membership panel's right up here. You can turn them in, and here's your form of payments that we accept, and it's $700. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? They require you to come to these meetings from 7 to 9:30 once a week. You're only allowed 3 absences in 6 months, or you're kicked out. Just not for me. Just not for me. Even before that, it wasn't for me. Before they even tried their, here's your application, where's your money kind of thing. At the meeting, right here. I mean, no, think about it, weigh the pros and cons, do your research. No, none of that. Just, here's your application, where's your money? No, before that, it doesn't work for me just because of what I'm looking for my photography. Photography is not my main business income right now. Video is. And that's evolved over the last few years. So right now I concentrate on commercial products and real estate. And I just get shoots that are word of mouth, basically, from past clients and other vendors that I've worked with. And I don't need or even want to do a lot of that. If I can pick up a few more here and there, friendly referral kind of stuff, that's perfect. That's what I'm looking for. But this is just over the top. So most of the people here, and there were a lot of different vendors here, a lot of members here, all business owners and all different kinds of business, not just real estate. And this is the problem. Most are service-based, and most don't have any need or correlation to my photography work. Yeah, I can't do anything for a chiropractor or a pest control guy. There's just nothing I can shoot for them that makes any kind of sense. So it doesn't matter. And that's probably 75% of the people that were in there. Service-based, no products to shoot, and maybe they need a couple headshots a year, if that, for a website. That would be the only thing, and I don't even do that anymore. That's not what I want to do. So it was just, the last half hour was just me being polite, simply because I was invited there by a couple people that I've worked with and I respect as vendors in their fields. So I just didn't get up and leave. I just sat at the table waiting for the end. But I think they understood, this just isn't a fit for me. Nothing against them. Thanked them very much for the invitation. Definitely did appreciate that. But wow, that organization, not my kind of gig at all. I am trying to find my hedge trimmers. There's a couple I need to get looking better pretty soon at the front of the garage. Where the heck are they? I thought I saw them after we moved. I'm trying to remember if they were packed in something or not. Oh no, they were in a box. So I unboxed them here. And I got a battery charging. Where did I put them? They must be leaning up somewhere. Let's see, they don't use the same battery as the mower. That's the blower. Okay. I'm looking for the Ryobi green. Wait, over there? Yep, there they are, way down there. Works pretty good. Yeah, this thing is great. I just did the whole house in 5 minutes. That was just one pass, just quickly walking through. Got a few little tiny ones to trim up, but man, this thing goes through what I would call little branches. Well, I didn't really plan on doing the whole house today, but that was fast. I need to get my saw back out and rip up that wood just a little bit more. A couple of the pieces are just a few inches too big. Give me my cord. To go in the garbage can. Garbage just came and took some huge bags and a full bin load. So that's what I want to do, is just fit them all in there. That one's just not squeaking in. So we'll rip them up into nice small pieces, fill up this bin for the next dump in a couple days. Well, I got all the wood in there. I'll have to wait for the next load in a week to get the foam and the seal straps and all that kind of good stuff. So not a big deal. That was the main problem. That is full. Totally full. In a few days, the neighborhood is having a huge community garage sale. It's not like a central location though, like some communities do. They basically just have the houses on a big list, and if you're interested, everyone has basically a garage sale at the same time. And we're not putting anything out this year. I already got rid of everything, but somebody in the community group needed a table, so I said I've got an 8-foot you can use, and I'll put it out here and they're gonna pick it up pretty soon. We've got Hurricane Michael coming, and definitely in for a few days of rain, so I just shut off the sprinklers for a week. Oh, this sucks. I've been waiting for this package for a year, since the rumors of it coming out hit the internet. This is the new wireless system for the Vive, but not just the wireless system for the Vive, also the adapter for the Vive Pro, which didn't exist at the time I wanted it. Had it on pre-order, and we're the first in the world to get it, and I won't be set up for a long time in the office here to use my VR or anything. But oh man, what a difference this is gonna make, not having a tether cable. So excited to finally try this. Oh man, it's big. Oh, I can't wait. Trip to Lowe's. We got semi-gloss paint for the bathroom. We got rollers. We got paint pals, picture hangers, and this is hopefully going to help the garbage can stop from slipping around. And a new handle for the garage to replace that doorknob. Today's spam: 2 mortgage scams and 1 gift card scam. Yay! Got the anti-skid mats on the bottom of the trash can. That seems to work well. Walking just a little bit. I'm still gonna put something back there. I just need like a block of rubber or something, just a couple inches, to put in between the baseboard and the can so it doesn't physically move back. When you step on it, your foot's at a slight angle and it pushes down and back towards the wall just a little. When you actually step on it all the way into contact with the floor, it just scoots. And it had rubber feet, had a big strip here and 2 little ones. I put the additional anti-skid on there. It's better, but now it's still moving. So, just need a spacer. It was worth $5 to try though. Got the new handles on the door here. Much easier than a knob. So the rest of the night is going to be knocking out this last guest room, or the second guest room. I got to roll the walls. That won't take too long, maybe an hour. Put the room back together, and then I need to assemble the king size bed, which is going to be interesting because the queen doesn't really have that much room, but we're not putting any kind of extra table in here. Just one nightstand and light right there. Bed will probably go pretty close. I mean, just close enough where you can walk over on that side. Put the closet back together and the doors on, and that should be it. I still have to assemble the nightstand though, so this will probably take the rest of the evening. One full pan done. Here's what it does. A closet, a little nook up there, and one wall. And that is completely empty. So I don't know how many gallons these hold. Probably, I would guess, a half gallon. So it's about 2 gallons of room. That's seeming about accurate. And I got 2 gallons of the semi-gloss for the bathroom. So I'm sure I'm gonna need it. So 2 walls to go. And then while this is drying, I'll put together the headboard and nightstand. All right, got the rest of the room done. It's drying. Slight change of plans before I start building or anything. This is one thing I don't like about sponsored video, am I Canadian now? About sponsored videos is having to do them, specifically at specific times. I like being my own boss and doing whatever I want, whenever I want. But that's a trade-off. If you want to make the money from it, you have to give them what they paid for. So I have to go do a video right now and get it up. Should have been done earlier, and I just completely forgot what day it was because I have no idea of when it is until I get a routine down. All right, well, slight change of plans. I had to give a second coat on some spots that were pretty light. I just couldn't see it because the light in here was so bad, even with the additional lamp, until it started to dry. Man, I got speckles all over the place. For some reason, I switched to a new bag of rollers, and they're 1/2 inch instead of 3/8. They slung stuff all over the place. I'm going back to the 3/8. Sure worked a lot better. I never got any kind of this until I switched to this 1/2 inch. Anyway, it's getting late. The wife is already asleep, so I can't assemble this stuff because a lot of it involves hammering, and that will wake her up. But I'll get this done in the morning. See you tomorrow.